ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up on a fourth down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. Sticks it in his belly. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession play.
To the air, it's Milroe. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Boy, could they use a conversion possession on 3rd and short from their own 24. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle. Still running at the 40. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd.
28, Georgia, 20.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The back goes in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. Nothing but green ahead. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Bell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's back. Safe completion on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they have 1 timeout left, but you got to go onside kick here. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Adams. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Tackle is made after the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll try to get outside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Unloads to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Might as well give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Pulls it in. It's Lovett. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll go right back to it. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Well, jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up on a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Back to pass, it's back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fast motion from the offense. Sends it downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's back. Gonna let it fly. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going deep. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Miller with the ball. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Running to the left. The Tide will get the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done it. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Takes a handoff. It's Etienne. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Got it in the middle. It's Urasek. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. What moves, what escapability, what a play to get it into the end zone.
And what a bad job by the defense containing this. I mean, coming into the game, you knew you've got to build that fence around the quarterback and keep him in the pocket. Do not let him escape at any cost because plays like that will happen to you.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. comes that Alabama offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to...
Going for it all. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Holds it in on the left. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Throws to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown tie. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's going up top. Reels it in down the left side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Ready to start the second half, Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Using his legs, it's Etienne. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Going over the top. Oh, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead from the inside. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get 1, it's a nice day. But when you get 2, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
Running back searching for a hole.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The run from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
On the run, it's Etienne. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Handoff from the gun. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Touch pass on the run. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for it all. Got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
To kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
He fires to the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
They'll try the jet sweep here.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 35, Alabama 21.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability. tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. The give out of the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Going for the big play. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense now. I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Quick pass on the jet motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
At the 20-yard line. Third down coming.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give to the single back. Just plowing down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Give to the fullback.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big lunch.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Georgia! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just...
And he's thrown another interception. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The #1 objective for a defense